Let's look at the reset move. If you're in a quiver and you're lost, let's get lost in just the quiet quiver, let's say, and we turn it on here and we don't know how to get back to the default without doing a whole mess of flips, or something's gone wrong, the hoop is stuck in a display, or we've done something that we didn't intend to do. You can reset the quiver that you're in with a move, and I'll show you that. First we do a half off, so we start in the orientation that we want, which is the vertical one in this case with the switch towards me. And as I see the color display for that quiver, in this case it's going to be an aqua display, as I see that I start to jiggle the hoop, and you can do it many ways. You could shake it and stuff like that up and down or side to side, or just be crazy with it, but I think the easiest way to do it is just put a circle with your fingers and just like do that. And what you're going to look for is a red arc going all the way around the hoop. Like if the red arc starts and then stops somewhere around the hoop, you didn't do the reset move yet. But if it completes all the way, you'll see this display go back to the default first hoop in the quiet quiver, which is a gradient hoop, sort of red, orange, yellow, light colored hoop. So I'm going to do the half off. Now I'm going to start shaking. Went all the way around, and I'm back to the default first hoop in the quiet quiver. We could do that in some other quiver. Let's say we're in the kicks quiver. There's a purple indication there. Let's get lost somewhere in there. So just trying to find a decent hoop to be lost in. Let's say we turn the hoop on in with this display and we don't understand it and can't seem to get out of it, and we want to get back to the first hoop of the kicks quiver. So what we do is turn it either completely, let's turn it completely off, turn the hoop off. I didn't hold it down long enough. You're going to wait for it to go dark and then release the button. So then we're going to turn it back on in this orientation, and as it turns on, we'll see the green indicator for how much battery charge. Then you'll see a purple indicator for the kicks quiver orientation, this horizontal orientation, and at that point start jiggling the hoop. So I turn it on, there it is, the color indication, there it is. We did a good reset move, and we're back in the default first hoop of the kicks quiver. Let's say we're in the 9-pack, so the switch is over here, and I turn it on, and we're in the bitmap quiver of the 9-pack, and I do side flips so that I advance through a bunch of different quivers, and here I am in this quiver, which is a super strobe, and then let's say I'm in this quiver, I'm doing a bunch of front flips just to get us nicely lost, and here I am in a hoop, and I don't know which it is, so I turn on in this orientation. If I turn it off completely, oh, I didn't turn it off completely, I gotta hold this down, there you go. We changed that function. So now the hoop is off completely. If I turn it back on in the same orientation, it should be in that same hoop. But I don't know which hoop it is. Maybe somebody else was playing with a hoop. I wanted to get back to the first quiver in the 9-pack and the first hoop in that quiver. So what I do is I'll turn it on and do the reset move as it first shows the color for this particular orientation. So first it'll show a battery charge in green, and notice that we've used, because I've been playing with the hoop for a long time, we've used some of that charge, so part of that arc will be dark, and then we'll get the color confirmation for this orientation, and I'll do the reset move. So there we get the pink. I start the reset and I'm back in the bitmap quiver. Other function for a reset move, let's say we've done one of the signal moves and we've forgotten exactly what it is or how to get out of it or whatever. So let's do, so far we've only learned the lock display move, but there are, you know, many possibilities. But let's open the hoop up and flip to a bitmap. Let's flip to, I mean, there we go. So we've got some fairy lights going on. Let's lock that hoop. So we do the right hand iso flip, half back. We get a blue signal saying that hoop is locked. So there it is. No matter what we do with this hoop, now it's going to be staying in this particular display. And we've forgotten exactly what that move was. We open up the hoop and there it is and nothing's happening. It's like, oh boy, we better reset this quiver. So turn it half off and on again in the same orientation. You'll get that pink confirmation, and when you get that, start the jiggle, shake, reset. So here we go. There it is. And we go all the way around, and now we're back to the default hoop again. So that can be used to clear things when you don't understand what's going on, or you've done something you didn't mean to, or you're lost in the navigation. Do the reset move.